All right, let's jump right in. We all know our operating systems, right? And we definitely know our favorite apps. But what about all the little helpers working behind the scenes? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on your computer's unsung heroes, utility software. So think about this for a second. While you're busy browsing or working or gaming, who's actually keeping your digital world in order? It's not just the OS doing all the heavy lifting. There's this whole crew of specialized tools making sure everything runs smoothly, securely, and, just efficiently. So here's our game plan. We're going to meet this maintenance crew. We'll get to know the security guard that protects your data, the librarian that keeps everything organized, and the packer who helps you save space. And then we'll see why this team is so darn important for your day-to-day computer use. Okay, so this whole maintenance team thing, it actually has a real name: utility software. Just think of them as a collection of small, super specialized programs, all designed to maintain and optimize your computer. And really, their whole job is essential housekeeping. These aren't the big, glamorous tasks. Nope. These are the critical, behind-the-scenes jobs like security, organization, and efficiency that the main operating system doesn't always handle all on its own. First up on our team is the specialist in charge of secrets and security. Let's meet Encryption, your personal digital security guard. Its entire job is to protect your private info from prying eyes. And here's how it works. It's actually pretty clever. Encryption takes your normal readable files and scrambles them into something called ciphertext. And to anyone who isn't supposed to see it, this ciphertext looks like total gibberish. It's a really powerful way to make sure your data stays private. So let's break that down. It all starts with your original file. Then, the encryption software scrambles it into that unreadable ciphertext. And here's the kicker. The only way to turn it back into something you can actually read is with the correct digital key. No key, no access. It's that simple, and it's that effective. All right, next up on the team is the expert organizer. We'll call this one the librarian, but its official name is Defragmentation. Its mission? To speed up your hard drive by putting everything back where it belongs. So here's why this is a thing. Over time, especially on older magnetic hard drives, when you save files, they don't always get stored in one neat little block. Pieces of a single file can get scattered all over the place. And this forces your computer to work way harder, jumping around to collect all the pieces every single time you want to open that file. And that slows everything down. So that's where defragmentation software comes in. It scans the whole drive, finds all those scattered little pieces, and physically moves them so they're all sitting together in one nice continuous row. And the result? Your computer can now read the file in one smooth go, which makes accessing it much, much faster. And for our final specialist, let's meet the master of saving space, the packer. This is data compression, and its superpower is making big files small without losing the important stuff. Now, this is something we all use constantly, probably without even thinking about it. Compression utilities are designed to shrink your files. This gives you two huge wins. First, they take up way less of that precious storage space, and second, they become so much smaller and faster to send to people over email or the internet. The whole process is pretty simple, but has a huge impact. You start with a big file, right? A photo, a video, whatever. The software analyzes it and packs it down into a much more manageable size, like a zip file. And boom, now that huge project is a total breeze to store or share. Okay, so we've met the team, we know what they do, but why does any of this actually matter to you? Let's connect these tools to some real everyday situations. I mean, we all have sensitive stuff on our computers, right? Financial documents, private messages, you name it. How do you make sure that information stays private, especially if your laptop gets lost or stolen? Well, that's where our security guard comes in. When you use encryption, you're making sure that even if someone gets their hands on your computer, your files are just unreadable nonsense to them. Your privacy is totally protected. Or how about this one? We've all been there. You finish a massive presentation or a video project, but it is way too big to attach to an email, so what do? Simple. Our packer, data compression, swoops in and shrinks that file down to a size that email servers are happy with. It's the utility that literally makes sharing our biggest ideas possible. All right, let's do a quick recap to make sure all of this sticks. Let's review your essential computer maintenance team. So, the key players are utility software, that's the whole team doing the housekeeping. Encryption, that's your security guard, scrambling data into a secret code.
Defragmentation, the librarian, organizing scattered files for speed. And data compression, your packer, shrinking files to save space.
And look, if you take just one thing away from all this, let it be this right here. This quote just sums it all up perfectly. Utility software does the extra jobs that the main OS might not do on its own. They're the support crew making the whole show run smoothly. Which kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. With more data, more complex files, and more security threats popping up every day, what does the future hold for these unsung heroes? Is their job going to get easier? Or are we going to end up relying on this maintenance team more than ever before?